वर्ग की जो छोटी छोटी म्यूनसिपालिटी लाइक कोल्हापुर, शोलापुर, अमरावती, अकोला, all these smaller places, there was octroi there, and the octroi collection was given to the contractors, and contractors in turn had employed gundas to collect octroi. और उनका मोडस ऑपरेंडी क्या रहता था मित्रों? आपको मालूम है ये जो विदर्भ की ट्रेन्स है और जो फार एरियाज की ट्रेन्स है वो या तो रात को लेट पहुंचती है और या तो सुबह 6 बजे, 5 बजे, 4 बजे पहुंचती है। तो वहां से कोई पैसेंजर आते थे और कोई महिलाएं आती थी, तो वो जो गुंडे उनके जो वहाँ जो ऑक्ट्राय वसूल करने के गुंडे रहते थे वो उनको पकड़ते थे, उनकी बैग खुलवाते थे और वो महिला का एक एक कपड़ा खोल के वो देखते थे। इट वॉज अ ह्यूमिलिएशन फॉर द ट्रेडिंग कम्युनिटी एंड फॉर द कॉमन मैन एज सच। एंड देयरफॉर उस वक्त ऐसी वातावरण हो गया था कि किसी भी तरह से ऑक्ट्राय जाना चाहिए, और हम सब कह रहे थे कि कोई भला भी आ जाए, कोई भूत आ जाए तो ठीक है, लेकिन ऑक्ट्राय मस्ट हो। इसलिए ये 19 म्युनिसिपल डी वर्ग के म्युनिसिपल काउंसिल जो है उनके सब पदाधिकारी थे, और मैं और सुरेंद्र भाई, वी वर गिवन, आई मीन दिस वाज अ joint agitation by Federation of Association of Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce, every one of us, and I was the convener of that. और एक निश्चय से पहुंचे, एक कॉन्शियस डिसीजन बन लिया कि ऑक्ट्राय जानी चाहिए, because the committee was for abolition of octroi, और कुछ और टैक्स लाया जाए। उन दिनों account based cess was prevalent in Navi Mumbai, so we tried to improve upon them, because Navi Mumbai जो account based cess थी, it was also very much ballooned like LBT is today, and therefore this name local body tax was given. So I have never denied that, and I told that journalist also, I don't know whether she is here, and I told her that there are 10 points that we agreed upon. The government and we agreed on 10 points, and the secretary asked us to give a letter to that effect. And this, that LBD should come, is only half of the point. There are 9.5 other points. The government did implement those. And the worst thing is, friends, that we were the people who sat with the urban development secretary. We arrived at the decisions, and when the committee to form LBT was constituted, we were not taken. We were consciously kept out of it. Mohan Gurnani, who signed the letter, was out of this committee. Surendra Savai, who signed this letter, was out of this committee. So therefore, government played a malicious game to exclude us and then form these rules. Our intention was to come out with the rules which are better than account basis. But the result was what you see LBT today. And friends, see, they have very clearly said, very cleverly said, that LBT was actually proposed by Mohan Gurnani. But yes, Mohan Gurnani also proposed, I'll read it out to you, friends. Registration in VAT should be qualified as deemed registration, and no separate registration procedure will be required for registration with local corporations. That's what we are saying today. I mean, government is saying half truth. In fact, only 5% truth. Because out of the 10 points, if you agree, I don't want to waste your time on all this. You have got all the papers. 9.5 points are not considered by government. Only the name has been considered by government. What a, liar government. What a government. They are playing like small children. Small children, they say, if you don't do this, I'll expose you. That's the way the government is doing. It's an unfortunate day for the government of Maharashtra, for the state of Maharashtra, that we have such an immature government who is playing like children. And one more very important thing in that, if you read the point number 7, all essential commodities and the commodities not attracting VAT and octroi shall be exempt from this local body tax. Have they done that? No. All the other points, as I told you, friends, 9.5 points have been not agreed, only the name has been agreed, and for that Mohan Gurnani has signed, and he has taken a U-turn. I'm sorry, the journalist who had done, she should meet me if she's here. I must ask her very politely. I mean, she would be like my daughter. I would politely ask her whether I didn't clarify this. She should have at least been kind enough to put my side of the story. And what? Only name. We are not concerned about name. All we are saying, government doesn't want octroi, we don't want octroi. Government want tax, we want to give tax. Government want to give account-based tax, we are giving account. All we are saying is, don't make us register with another agency. Don't open a door for corruption. Why this government want corruption, I don't understand. And another thing, friends, this letter is written to Urban Development Department. You know, in the fire that engulfed the Mantralaya, all the important documents were destroyed, barring this letter. all the scam-related documents were all destroyed. Only this document remained, where Mohan Gurnani had written, LPT should be brought in. Isn't it a mystery? It's a mystery. Government must be complimented for its competence that they have been able to, restore such a nice and such an important letter. And thanks goes to him. Friends, another thing. This I hope I have clarified and I wish. I'm telling you, it's not the trader's cause. LBT is not the trader's cause. It's the cause of every Maharashtrian. I mean Maharashtrian who has stayed in Maharashtra. Maharashtra is our karma bhumi. I have spent all my life in Maharashtra, and therefore I am a Maharashtrian. Maybe I am not Marathi, but I am a Maharashtrian, just as you all are. Friend, this is a tax on everybody. A doctor will have to register, a lawyer will have to register, and even if you import goods worth than 5,000 rupees out of state, you will also have to register. You will also be intercepted on the road by these municipal corporation people who have only to take a packet from you. You will also be asked, what have you brought from outside? And therefore this is not we have been saying that it's a trader's cause, it's not traders, it's the case of all Maharashtrians, and that is the reason it has become a movement. It has become a movement. Everybody talks only of LBT these days. Friends, we have actually, because we are not politicians, we are businessmen. We do not know the strategies how to actually promote these things. But in spite of that, with all our limitations, this LBT has become a movement. And that's not because we have promoted, it's because people have felt. And it's for you, friends, to promote it in such a way that every Maharashtrian feels, why should a Maharashtrian pay more than other states' consumer? Why should a Maharashtrian be penalized for being in Maharashtra? Because he's being penalized. This tax, friends, I was telling you, the government, when they introduced VAT, it was a solemn assurance, solemn promise by the government on the floor of house and outside that VAT will include octroi also. Where has their promise gone? Why did they not abolish octroi and abolish along with VAT? Everybody should ask this question. Why have they, gone back on their promise? Why can't they reduce their expenses? Why can't, they want only money? Friends, this particular meeting, what I'm saying, was a result of their greed. They said, no, nothing doing. If octroi has to go, even though we have promised VAT, that is eaten up, that's gone in our stomach, and therefore you'll have to pay some alternate tax. And this was result of that greed. We said, all right, if they want some tax, we'll give. But at least let us get out of that harassment, as I told you, the contractors, the goons harassment, which we wanted to get rid of this. And this is the reason. I am very happy. The Maharashtra Pradesh Congress Committee President has very lately realized the Gandhian values. He has, through your press, suggested that every trader should be given a flower. Gandhian, I'm very glad that Congress has realized Gandhian principles after 65 years. It's a nice thing. But I would most humbly, most respectfully submit to him, rather than giving flowers to our traders, who in any case, when they keep their shops closed, suffer themselves, because we are the people who lose. I would suggest to him very, very respectfully to present those flowers to those of his colleagues who are into scams, and who should be requested to please stop scams. scams are stopped, the entire India will be spared of taxes hereafter. There will be no need for any further taxes if these scams are stopped. So my friend should be advised by you people that Gandhian values, yes, you should do it, but do it for the worst. Do it for where the things are going bad, not where the doing things when we are asking for our rights. Friends, they say, why are we going on strike? Why have we stopped our shops? Friends, in a democracy, what else can you do? You can write to government. You can write to government. You can send your representations to government. That is the first step we did. Then you can meet them. That we did. Then you take out a morcha. That we did. Then you take out a car rally. That we did. Then you have a sabha, big sabha. That we did. Then you go on a hunger strike. That we did. Now what option do we have? I mean, all the democratic options, when we exhausted, we had no other way but to close. And that too, friends, for 16, 17 days, only wholesalers were closed. I mean, my friends in trade were saying, why the wholesalers only? But I said, let's not trouble the consumer. Because I have told you in my last meeting also, that when trade goes on hartal, it is he who suffers first. Because his business is lost. And then he makes the other man suffer on whom is dependent. Because I am dependent on consumer. Another thing, if I am a consumer, I am a trader of sugar, I am a consumer of all other commodities, friends. So I have a dual role to play. I am not only a trader, I am also a consumer. And therefore, when I go on strike, I suffer both ways. But that is the only option we were left with. Friends, I think they should understand. And I must tell you, I've been trade activism for last 40 years. I have never seen such an insensitive government up till now. You would recall, friends, 1993, there were serial bomb blasts. Mumbai didn't wait for more than 24 hours. Within 24 hours, there the Honorable Sharad Pawar saw to it that within 24 hours, Mumbai was not stove. You would remember that. I remember in 79 we had an agitation and a law was passed of sale tax. Governor had signed it. When we protested, when we just threatened to close down, Mr. Sharad Pawar sat with us for 3 days and saw to it that trade is not stopped in Mumbai. Because trade, you call Mumbai as a financial capital and still you allow it to close it for 24 days? Is it the government? I mean, everybody, teachers go on strike, nobody bothers. The doctors go on strikes, nobody bothers. Trade goes on Mumbai, which is financial capital of this country. It goes on strike for 24 days. And the government keeps on lying to us. They keep on telling you that we are meeting them tomorrow. We are meeting them tomorrow as if we will go to them and they'll invite us with them. They should invite us. And another thing, friends, when we went to Chief Minister, we were very clearly told that what we say is 100% correct. He said yes. He's supposed to be an honest man. He said yes, this will create corruption. I mean, having another assessment agency, and it was assured to us that 5 from trade and 5 from government will form a committee. And that committee will look into the methods as to how to avoid second assessment authority. Friends, that committee's tenure was 15 days. Just 15 days they were to give their decision. After 7 days, no GR was coming from government. On the 8th day, a GR was issued where 15 member committee was formed only of bureaucrats and no traders. Where is the word of the Chief Minister of Maharashtra? The Chief Minister of Maharashtra promised, he asked us to give us our names. And when the list comes, it's only of bureaucrats. It's like, you give your exams and you check it. They have made these laws and they'll see what the defects are in it. Is it possible? I mean, what is the government doing? I mean, if the government is sincere, they should have come straight. They should have been honest enough. They have promised this, they should do that. But no, they have promised something, just as they promised when VAT had come, that octroi will be abolished. outcry will be included in this thing. They're lying. Why should they die? They should have straight away told us, no, we will not take you. And now they are trying to divide us. They are calling us different different organizations, as if we are not the thing. Then why did you call us? If we are not the people who have gone on strike, then why did you call us? I mean, this is the way government is treating such an important, such a crucial band. I mean, Mumbai has never seen such a band. 24 days Mumbai closing has been a record. It cannot happen. A financial capital cannot sleep for 24 days. Another thing, they want us to withdraw this strike. Yes, we should also withdraw. As I told you, we are not very happy to. But they have lost the sight of democracy at all. I mean, they are using methods. What has gone to dogs? The politicians have left it. I mean, we are being arrested just for nothing. Yesterday, 500 people were arrested in Pune. Today, just now, Pimpri Chinchwad, 500 traders have been arrested. I mean, is it the way the democracy works? That means you cannot even express your opinion. I think mass movement is being crushed like this. Friends, notices are given to the traders. If you don't close your, don't open your shop, we will apply MESMA and essential commodity services and all those. Is it the way to crush the peaceful demonstration against some act? They should be honest enough when they know it. And just as my colleague said, you want tax or you want LBT? They are so confused. And some journalists phoned me to say, when after the chief secretary, we met the chief secretary, we were called there, we went there, and we thought a solution will be found. And all we went there was that you give us your demand. Now, if you have a chief secretary whose state is on strike for 1 month, and after 1 month they say, what is your demand? Then I wonder what they are doing there. And they don't know, even a common man knows, why are we going on strike? And therefore, if a chief secretary of state says that, why you are on strike, we want to know, isn't it a very laughable thing? That a chief secretary doesn't know what the demands are. I mean, this is the thing, and then therefore, since we went there and we were told to give our demands, naturally we had to come back. And some journalists phoned me. The chief secretary said that traders are confused; they don't know what the demands are. This is something a laughing. He made a laughing stock of himself. A, he should have known, as a chief secretary of the state, he should have known what the problems are. And if he has not known, then I think he is sleeping. B, he was himself confused, and he is trying to say that the traders are confused. We are very clear in our mind. We want to pay tax. We don't want outcry. We want to pay tax. We want to pay account-based tax. All we are saying is, we do not want their corruption. Enough is enough. We don't want another window where you open a door for your subordinates to have your way. Friends, I have some, and then they say, what they did in that meeting, in that 15 people meeting they called, the chief secretary asked his commissioner, how the thing, the LBT, where it has been already implemented. A senior officer asking a very, very junior officer how the LBT is going on in your district, and what do you expect from him? Will he say it's not doing well? He has to say, yeah, it's doing very well. And he has the cheeks to say, LBT wherever implemented is very fine. I have got the report that is running very well, and therefore there is no cause to worry. If there was no cause to worry, the people would have not been on streets. I mean, traders to come on streets, to close their shops, to come out of their air-conditioned cabins on the sunny days in a month of May is not a very regular sign. It's very rare when a trader leaves his business and comes in sun. And therefore, friends, I would request you to kindly highlight our problems also. And I assure you, friends, it's not our problems, it's your problems. As I told you, It's the problem of entire Maharashtra. Last but not the least, when this, even the Joint Commissioner of Mumbai was there, and he was also asked, what is your reaction? And the gentleman said, yeah, he was officer, I would not like to name it in front of me. He asked him, what is your reaction for LBT? Sir, we had called the meeting and everything is fine. Whereas all the people present there, they have given their resolution that we oppose LBT. What a big lie. But that's understandable. I mean, if I ask my clerk as to how the things are in my office, he's not going to tell me that things are not good. He's bound to say this is what they are actually trying to create. Last but not the least, friends, you also have been saying that wholesale, it's partial closed. Everybody is very interested how the retail goes. Friends, you saw, whole Mumbai was 100% closed for 6 days. Akshaya Tritiya was there, and consumers, we were getting calls from consumers. Even today, I got a message from a Consumer Guidance Society President, Mr. Shirish Deshpande. Many consumers organizations have been calling me. We do not have any grudge or fight against the consumer. Our fight is against the government's illogical policy. Illogical. And therefore, we do not want to harass the consumer. We had opened the shop for 3 days. The retail associations have been coming to us, barring one or two, and they have been assuring us that whenever you tell us, we are going to observe again a ban. I would like to apologize to the consumers because we don't have any options. As I told you, I've exhausted all my options. The only option remains is, unfortunately, what the CM wants, to harass the consumer, and therefore we are going again from tomorrow onwards. Most of the retailers will go on strike from tomorrow. And for a period of time, 2-3 days, the entire Mumbai once again could be closed. While on this, I would like to inform you, friends, I just got a call from Nasik. It's 100% closed. I just got a call from Pimpri Chinchwad. It's 100% closed. I just got a call from Pune. It's 100% closed. Nagpur is going on. They had opened for 3 days to facilitate Akshaya Tritiya to go well. Nagpur is going back on strike from tomorrow. So is the case. Kolhapur is banned. Sholapur is banned. All other places are banned. And therefore, in a short while, the entire Maharashtra will be banned. And I'm very, very perturbed at the fact that government is trying to divide and rule. They are trying to encourage some people and trying to tell them, no, and they are projecting them as the messiahs of the trading community. I have nothing against anybody, but I must tell you, friends, it is not federation, it is not Mohan Gurnani, it is the anger of every trader in this Maharashtra that is causing this ban. It is not anybody or any organization. Because if I try to tell my traders to open it, my friends, as my colleague said right now, that they have not. This is the fight till the end. Last but not the least, we are having another what should I say? Another form of democratic way of agitating. We are going to, start a jail baro andolan tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10:30, we will assemble at Azad Maidan, and that way everybody will assemble at their own various places. Some at Borivali, some at other places, and we will offer ourselves for arrest. The same is going to happen all over Maharashtra. The traders, this is the last weapon again we are going to use against our LBT, the most favorite name, with now the Chief Minister and with us. We are also equally chanting only LBT. So we are going to have a jail borough from tomorrow. With these words, friends, I thank you very much for having come in large numbers today and attending our press conference. But I do hope that you will really, communicate our feelings. I am saying our, meaning mine and your feelings, to the state of Maharashtra and the nation. Because if democracy has to survive, it has to survive on your shoulders, because you have been the voice of India, and therefore you have to say what the truth is. If you have any questions, I'll be very, very happy to,
एक 2 मिनट क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन से पहले वसई से चंद्रकांत जी आई है। वसई में 2011 से एलबीटी लग गई है, तो उनका क्या एक्सपीरियंस है वो शॉर्ट में बताएंगे, उसके बाद क्वेश्चन आंसर्स होंगे।
थैंक यू वेरी मच एवरीबॉडी। मुझे यहाँ पे एलबीटी का जो अनुभव हुआ है, महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने जो पॉलिसी अपनाया, उनका जो खराब अनुभव हुआ है उसके बारे में बताने के लिए बुलाया गया है। ये मेरा पहला अनुभव है प्रेस के सामने बात करने के लिए। मेरा बोलने में मेरा कुछ मिस्टेक हो जाए तो आप थोड़ा सुधार लेना। मैं इतना कहना चाहता हूँ, एलबीटी सिर्फ बड़े व्यापारियों का हेडेक नहीं है। छोटे में छोटा जो व्यापारी है, जो पान वाला है, जो छोटा होटल वाला है या जो वड़ा पाव वाला है, उनको भी हेडेक है। और हमारे सामने एलबीटी के ऑफिसरों ने पान वाले से 3000 रुपया गले में से कैश लिया हुआ है, वड़ा पाव वालों से 3000 रुपया गले में से कैश लिया हुआ है। होटल वाले का शटर बंद करके, शटर के अंदर उनको बंद करके, जो कस्टमर दोपहर को लंच लेने को आए उनके सामने उसको अरेस्ट करके 25,000 रुपीज का चेक 25 ऑफिसर एक साथ में आके लेके गए हैं। तो ये जो उनका सिस्टम है काउंटर कलेक्शन का, एलबीटी के ऑफिसर हर एक दुकान में, हर एक काउंटर में, ये तो छोड़ो, जिनका घर के नंबर से रजिस्ट्रेशन है उनके घर में जाके अपना कलेक्शन वसूल करने की इस तरह से कोशिश करते हैं। उसके अलावा बहुत छोटी छोटी बातें, असेसमेंट के टाइम पे भी काफ़ी परेशानी है। वहाँ पे हर 6 महीने में रिटर्न फाइल करना है। रिटर्न फाइल करने के टाइम पे वो लोग जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स, जो पेपर्स मांग रहे हैं, मैं पूछता हूँ क्या वड़ा पाव वाले के पास बैंक स्टेटमेंट उनको मिलने वाला है? वड़ा पाव वाला बैंक स्टेटमेंट कैसे देगा? जो रोज का 500, 1000, 2000 रुपये का पान का धंधा कर रहा है, तो उनको बैंक स्टेटमेंट कैसे देगा? उनको अप्रूव्ड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटंट बैलेंस शीट पाहिजे, आता पाहिजे आम्हाला। चार्टर्ड अकाउंटंट बैलेंस शीट, अप्रूव्ड बैलेंस शीट पाहिजे। पान वाला वो दे पाएगा क्या? तो महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट का ये जो एलबीटी के पॉलिसी है, आम जनता के लिए मुश्किल ही वाला है, व्यापारियों के लिए भी मुश्किल ही वाला है, हमारे लिए काफ़ी मुश्किल है। हम इसको कोई भी हिसाब से बेयर नहीं कर सकते। आज का तारीख में हमारा 2 साल का जो एलबीटी हमने भरा है, उनका असेसमेंट ऑर्डर हमको अभी तक नहीं मिला है, क्योंकि उनको अभी 2 साल पहले किसी ने गाड़ी में पेट्रोल डलवाया, अगर वो वसई विरार का पेट्रोल पंप से पेट्रोल डाला है तो उनको पेट्रोल पंप का वाउचर के ऊपर एलबीटी नंबर चाहिए। एक आम जनता का परेशानी है, छोटे जो खर्चे के बिल है उनके ऊपर भी एलबीटी नंबर उनको चाहिए। आपका जो कुछ भी परचेज है बाहर से आता है, नाके के ऊपर गाड़ी रुका देते हैं, उनको एलबीटी नंबर चाहिए। अगर एलबीटी नंबर नहीं है तो नाके के ऊपर जो कोई भी ऑफिसर बैठते हैं वो पैसे लिए बिना वो गाड़ी नहीं छोड़ता है। दिस इज द फैक्ट्स। आप पहले पैसा भरो, आप पहले पैसा दो, बाद में आपका गाड़ी अंदर जाएगा। वसई विरार से 50% से ज़्यादा इंडस्ट्री शिफ्ट होके महाराष्ट्र के और गुजरात के दूसरे एरिया में जा चुकी है। शायद हम व्यापारी लोग भी, अगर इसका कुछ रास्ता नहीं निकला, अगर गुरानी साहब की जो मेहनत है वो मेहनत कामयाब नहीं हुई, तो होलसेल के साथ में काफ़ी रिटेल भी महाराष्ट्र छोड़ के चले जाएंगे। एलबीटी इज़ वेरी फनी लॉ, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, आम जनता इसको कैसे फॉलो करेगी। प्लीज थैंक यू एवरीवन।
We can have the question and answer session. The mic घूमेगा आप। माइक लेके जाइए।
आपने कहा कि कल से काफी सारे जो बाजार हैं वो बंद रहेंगे, तो कौन कौन से बाजार बंद?
देखिए, अभी आज सभी होलसेल मार्केट्स बंद हैं। कल से धीरे धीरे, जैसे देखिए ऐसा है कि रिटेल जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस है, आपको मालूम है मुंबई का जो रचना है वो बिल्कुल एक इसमें है, और वो एक सबब में 2-2, 4-4 एसोसिएशन है, और वो वहाँ अपने आप में लीडर्स है। तो हमारे पास हर सबब के मित्र आ रहे हैं और वो हमें कह रहे हैं कि भाई ये आपका नहीं है, हमारा भी प्रश्न है, हमें भी इसमें जुड़ना है। वी आर नॉट forcing anybody to join the Bandh, but voluntarily they are coming. And just as by Vasai, you can see he's a small man, and they have been harassed. Similar is the case. My friends from Borivali have come. There are. I had gone to Bhandup yesterday. Very very small traders. They came forward. We want to close down. I went to Bulund yesterday. Day for yesterday. They want to come. So we asked them to go and to realize, that how it is. It's the duty of government to see that the consumers are not harassed, because they are the subjects of these rulers. They think they are rulers, and therefore they have to see that everybody is happy, and that's their duty. Yes, we should not close it, but as I told you, I had no other option. We have exhausted all our, the last option also tomorrow. We are, saying jail baro.
गुरनानी जी, दो सवाल आपसे कि क्या आप एस्मा के लिए तैयार हैं कि जिस तरह से धमकी आ रही है? एस्मा हमेशा आपके लिए एक बोल ऑफ कंटेंशन होता है, जिसके कारण आप कई बार साइड वापस ले लेते हैं। दूसरा सवाल सर ये कि आपने कहा जेल भरो, एक दरवाजे से आप जेल के अंदर जाएंगे, दूसरे दरवाजे से पुलिस स्टेशन से बाहर भी निकल आएंगे, तो ये जिस तरह का सिलसिला चलता है जेल भरो का, तो क्या इससे आप लोग वाकई में कुछ अचीव कर पाएंगे?
देखिए, डेमोक्रेसी में एक प्रतीक बताना रहता है, लोगों का रोष बताना रहता है. We are not criminals. We should be in the jails and we will not enjoy them. But हमें कुछ तो बताना है. I mean, as I told you, कि government is saying that no, you should not take the consumer for a toss. I mean, we say that we have exhausted all our options. We have no other options. So एक वो बात. दूसरी आपने बोला एस्मा. देखिए, ये इमरजेंसी में भी ऐसा नहीं हुआ था कि आप ऐसा बोले कि आपको now how are things essential for life? ESMA is applied where it's a life threatening. We are not asking chemists to join. We could have asked them. They are our brothers. We could have asked them. We have not asked till now, but we shall ask. We have not asked till now the restaurants, because not half, but a little less than half people survive on restaurants. So we don't want, our intention is not to harass the consumer. Our intention is to get the some relief from the this act. We don't want this act.
तो लेकिन तैयार है या नहीं है?
बिल्कुल तैयार है. वैसे भी देखो, वैसे भी अगर ये आया तो जैसे इनका आप हाल देख के वैसा हमारा होने वाला है, तो फिर आज से ही कर लेते.
Apart from
Please ask one by one.
पार्शियल खुले हैं और पार्शियल बंद हैं. FRTWA मुंबई का एक बड़ा एसोसिएशन माना जाता है. अब तक वो आपके साथ रहा था, बीच में छोड़ा, फिर से बैक आउट किया है. आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि सारे रिटेलर्स यहाँ पर साथ नहीं दे सकते?
देखिए ये जो प्रश्न जो है, मैंने आपको बताया कि ये प्रश्न मेरा बिल्कुल नहीं है. ऑन द कॉन्ट्री, ये जितना छोटा है उसके लिए ये उतना तीव्र है. क्योंकि आप देखिए इंडस्ट्री के फॉर एग्जांपल दे हैव गॉट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, और उनके पास लोग रहते हैं तो वो कर सकते हैं. होलसेलर है, he may not have infrastructure, but he can afford an infrastructure, so he'll employ somebody. आप विचार करिए, जो रिटेलर होगा, जो बड़ा रिटेलर होगा वो तो ठीक है, फिर भी जो छोटा रिटेलर है जिसकी खुद की कमाई खुद की 25,000 होगी, वो बेचारा कैसे 10,000 का आदमी रखेगा? How do you, so therefore it is their problem. FATWA, Federation of Retail Trade Welfare Association, they have, they were with us. Now they say they have changed the route, but it's like the goal is same, the roads are different, the destination is same. Like independence, हमारे independence की लड़ाई, Mahatma Gandhi was fighting his own way, Lokmanya Tilak was fighting his own way, Subhash Chandra Bose was fighting their own way, but the goal was independence. Therefore, if FATWA was fighting, as long as they fight, we are happy with it. बिल्कुल उसी हमने दे दी है. सी हमारा, देखिए मैं आपको एक बहुत सिंपल बात बताता हूँ. एंड द वेरी फैक्ट दैट चीफ सेक्रेटरी आपके एक स्टेट भी एक परिवार है. अगर हमारे घर का बड़ा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई एम द हेड ऑफ द फैमिली एंड इफ माई चाइल्ड इज क्राइंग फॉर 15 days or 20 days, it's my duty to ask him what your problem is. And at the end of 24th day, if I tell him what your problem is, then there's something wrong with me. I think there's something wrong with the Chief Secretary when he asks after 24 days what your problem is. That's one. Second, our problem is very simple. What we have said is that we do not want additional assessing authority. To that end, we are already assessed by VAT, and we are saying we don't put another agency. You club us with VAT. We are ready to give money to the municipal corporation. So we don't want to starve the municipal corporation, all the municipal corporations of Maharashtra, of any funds, so that they don't say, there is always a distrust between the corporation and the state government. And the
5 members की जगह 9 members भी यहाँ पे कंसिडर किया, तो आपने members का नाम
हमने members का उसी से नाम दे दिए. See, the Honorable Chief Minister met us on 4th evening. 5th was Sunday, but we were working because we were agitating, we were working. On the 5th, we made the list. 6th morning, we gave, and look at the lies. They said we have not received the list. And we showed them all the 3 letters duly stamped by A, Chief Minister's office, B, UD1's office, C, UD2's office. Now they don't expect us to give them in hand, isn't it? At least इतनी तो आप उनसे efficiency समझ सकते हैं कि चीफ मिनिस्टर के सेक्रेटरी के हाथ में दिया तो चीफ मिनिस्टर के पास पहुंचेगा. That's something we can expect.
नहीं, लेकिन आपकी जो बातचीत हुई थी, पहला राउंड पूरा हो गया. आज क्या दूसरा राउंड था आपका? मतलब बातचीत कहाँ पे अटकी?
ये राउंड हमारी जो बातचीत के राउंड होती है ना, वो आपके न्यूज पेपर्स में, न्यूज चैनल में होते हैं. हमारे साथ कभी नहीं हुई है. They always tell you that we are calling them tomorrow. They have never called us. They call somebody. Like they said, we'll call a meeting of committee. They call all their commissioners and all, how the things are going on. They say, oh, it's all right, and they're happy. It's like living in a fool's paradise. कि अपने लोगों को पूछ लिया कैसे चल रहा है, बोले सब अच्छा चल रहा है, चलो अच्छा हो गया. See, I'll tell you, we had met Mr. Raj Thackeray. We had also met Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. They very clearly told us that we are with you on this issue. I mean, they are in politics. Naturally, everybody has his own constituents, and therefore he has said it. But we'll go and meet him. I had also told, we'll go and meet him. We don't wish to harass the consumer. As I told you on Akshaya Tritiya, we opened the shop for 3 days because we didn't want the consumers to suffer. Because as I told you, when we go on strike, both ends we suffer. A, we suffer because we are closing. B, we make people suffer on whom we are dependent. So, both ends we suffer. So that's not a very happy situation for us, both of us. हे बघा, ही तो आपली गोष्ट कदाचित कुठे कुठे खरी असेल, पण प्रामाणिक व्यापारी जे आहे ते तसं करत नाही. पण कुठे कुठे हे होतोय. पण असं आहे की म्हणजे डिमांड अँड सप्लाय मध्ये जेव्हा असं असतं तेव्हा कोणतरी त्याचा गैरलाभ होतो. ते केला नाही पाहिजे खरं म्हणजे, पण होतोय त्याला आपण नाकारू शकत नाही. पण ती शासनाची इतकी जबाबदारी आहे जितकी आमची आहे. कारण आम्ही एकतर होलसेल ते विकत नाही आणि रिटेलमध्ये पण शासनाची जबाबदारी नाही. 24 दिवस जर मुंबई बंद राहतो तर मी आपल्याला सांगितलं, शरद पवार असताना बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट झाले होते. 24 तासात आपण मुंबई उघडली. ही खरं म्हणजे सेन्सिटिव्हनेस आहे की त्यांनी असं वाटलं की बाबा मुंबई फायनान्शियल कॅपिटल आहे, इथे बंद होता कामा नये. त्यांनी 1 दिवसात जेव्हा उघडू शकतात तर त्यांना ते कन्सर्न होता. मग ह्या चीफ मिनिस्टरला कन्सर्न नाही का 24 दिवस बंद आहे, त्यांना कळत नाही, त्यांना काय हे पाय पडत नाही. Anyone else? Yeah. You have hit the nail. The chief minister also has been asking the same thing. See, we are a federation of associations of Maharashtra. Now this federation represents all the associations of Maharashtra, you know, and therefore we are not concerned for Maharashtra, Mumbai alone. And it's a good thing, you know, the government in its own wisdom and following the British policy, they tried to divide and rule. You know, they knew what they were bringing. You know, they were aware of the act that was so draconian, and therefore they knew if you see our letter, that's why I said it's only half a point, taken. 9.5 points are not implemented. If you see that letter, I'll read it for you. A local body tax be introduced in lieu of octroi with immediate effect in the whole Maharashtra. However, in any case, not later than 1st October 2009. Now this tax, the reform tax, what we had said was a reform tax of account-based cess, where I was also there. The federation was the convener of this particular negotiation, and they conveniently eliminate the convener and joint convener, and they take some people whom they can manipulate, and they take those people, they bring a act, and then they implement in such a way that the traders are not able to unite. You know, they put it in 3 corporations first and councils first, then 9, then 2, then 4. That time we got up. We said now it's time that we should get up. You know, this is a very